What is your pup's name?
Munt.
Munt. This time we're waving goodbye to beautiful Wonga Beach, wrapping up with a dinner underneath the fig tree before driving to Cairns, a 2-hour trip from Wonga Beach. We set up in Red Lynch and punched through a day's worth of work, then hit Gilligans. Seven hours later, we were off to Fitzroy Island.
I feel like I'm doing better than you.
We were then informed that if the ocean was any rougher, the ferry would be cancelled. Great.
Going to be a bumpy ride.
Didn't need it. Laura needed the sick bag. She threw up. So we've made it to Fitzroy Island. The boat ride did not kill us, though it tried. Very rocky and rolly seas. We're gonna have to cut that one because I got a booger. We didn't need the vomit bags, just. Now we're about to go for a hike. Let's go check it out. So we've landed here and we're gonna do this walk around to the summit and then back down and go for a snorkel. What would be the worst thing right now? After last night?
Hypothetically, having a bite.
Hypothetically.
I can imagine that would feel very good.
British people say differently.
Just like on hikes,
Yeah.
doing athletic things on a baby way through. Insane.
British people are being peak Britishness is being slightly overweight, very tan, and wearing activewear and vaping. It's peak British. So we're standing here in front of the Cairns Turtle Rehabilitation Centre. There's lots of turtles that get looked after here and then they get released back into the water. Hopefully we'll see one today. Lock it in, crop it in, fashion.
Crocked in.
So if you're going to come to Fitzroy Island and do the hike, would recommend not going to a gig the night before.
Yeah. We were moshing until like midnight
Yeah,
and did thousands of steps
yeah.
doing that. So this is like a cool down after that. It's an intense cool
I
down.
wouldn't be that far, it's pretty bloody steep. Beautiful up there. Now we're making our way back down to the resort where we're going to go for a snorkel.
We made it. We did the full loop of the summer track, went all the way to the top. Absolutely amazing. My legs are like jelly, so I think I'm gonna have to reset a little bit before a snorkel, but definitely warm enough now to enjoy whatever the water temperature is.
Probably worth noting that you can also camp here apparently. Should be nice.
We're on our way to Nudie Beach. We were specifically informed on the way here that it's just called Nudie Beach, it's not a nudist beach, so Tom's gonna have to keep his pants on, but that's okay. It'll still be really pretty.
So it's about a 7-minute walk from the bar over to Nudie Beach. Laura's dying. Wants to go back to the other beach already.
It's a lot more walking than I had anticipated.
So we were debating earlier whether or not the island would have been once connected to the mainland.
There was no debate, I knew.
Very amateur debate going on my part. Laura, as always, was right. It was connected to the mainland by a grassy plain, and Indigenous people crossed between the mainland and here.
And the sea levels rose, and now it's an island. Behind me you can see the beautiful Nudie Beach. It was worth the walk. Tom was right this time. I'm really glad we came over. It's absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to get in that water. It looks very enticing. Heck yeah.
Finally we went for a snorkel, but unfortunately due to the rough seas there wasn't much to see. Back on the mainland, we enjoyed a sunset beverage, then checked out the night markets, before wrapping it up with dinner. The next morning I was brought back down to earth, struggling with this dryer. It was not all islands, drinks and dinners. Ultimately the broken dryer would not return my coins and I had to go to reception, but it was okay, I met a dog along the way.
And I also met a horse.
The following day we enjoyed a full day out in Cairns, kicking off with Rusty's Markets, in my opinion, the best fruit markets in Australia.
We took a quick break from Tropics life to visit Brisbane for a wedding. Then we returned back to usual rainforest programming. We knew we had to end our stay by treating ourselves to some of Cairns' best, including Rocco by Crystal Brook, an absolute must if you haven't been before.
Never a dull moment in Cairns. Right next door there was the scene of a major crime.
A fireball erupts on the roof of a busy Cairns hotel moments after a helicopter crashes.
This is the place of the helicopter.
Moving on with our night, we went back to the markets one final time.
And we squeezed in one final visit to Hemingway Brewery.
Despite all the fun we'd had, the Uber drive home was actually one of the highlights. What is your pup's name?
Munt.
Much loved Mutt had completed over 30,000 trips in Uber and had an asking price from the owner of $1 million.
I have got a price on her for if she gets cancer. I'll discount her down to 300,000.
That's it for this episode. Next time we take you inland. See ya.